What's going on today, everybody? I've been working on this engine a little bit and trying to figure out what's been wrong with it, and through a little bit of research, I found another guy that had the same exact problem as I'm having, and I have a pretty good idea, since there's only 3 options to choose from, which one of the 3 it is, and it's looking like it's probably going to be the rear main seal to replace. So I started working on the engine, got too excited, went and picked up a new rear main seal, another quart of oil, and starting to work on this. Managed to get the radiator out, and all I did was take the top and bottom radiator hose off the engine side, and then there's 2 up to the expansion tank, and then the 2 clips that go to the front right here that are these clips. They come off, and then I was able to pull that whole thing out just like that after draining it. Drained it first. Unplug it. There's 2 plugs down here. 1 and somewhere there's, oh, right here. 2. Got that out. Started to take the intake off. I've got the power steering pump removed, set over here to the side. Now I got to take this stretch belt back off. I got this started to come off, and then get my AC compressor set over to the side, my fuel lines, my bell housing bolts, pitch stop mount, and then probably down pipe. I'll have to take down pipe off, and I think that's all I have to do. Heater hoses on the back. I think that's all that I'll have to do. Yeah. So I'm going to have to remove this, and we'll get to that. There are some things that are definitely easier with 2 people, and pulling a motor is one of them. Holy cow, it's been like 2 hours for me. I finally got this out by myself, but holy cow, has it been rough. So I pulled everything off. I've got the clutch pack sitting here, flywheel, and looking at it, I guessed right. So this is my problem. The service manual said to push this O-ring in pretty far. Well, I pushed it in, and with this moving, it pushed it in even further. You can kind of see where the paint ended. That's where it was, and it walked itself all the way in to where it's at now. So that's my problem. So we'll go ahead and take that out and put a new one in. You can see the oil coming out of the bottom there. You can kind of tell. But that's where it was coming from. It's just leaking down and then getting on the flywheel. And the flywheel was slinging it all the way around the outside. So I got a little bit of cleanup to do. Another thing is, see the black chunks? This rubber piece right here for the fork was rubbing on the clutch. Look at the back side of this clutch. You can see it's got a black ring around it. That's from that little piece of rubber. Glad I kind of found it now. So this is how you handle getting out an old main seal. Since you can't really get a pick in there, what you do is you just drill some screws in, and then grab a pair of vice grips, and then just give them a yank and slowly pull them out. Well, it took me a minute or 2, but I finally got the seal out. And if you see, you can see this ring right here. From there to there was all that was sealing it along the back side. So it's actually got a groove on the inside, and since this was pushed all the way in, it was blocking this port, and it was only sealing on this outside edge, this outside little bit. The rest of it was stuck inside that groove, and it wasn't able to allow oil to pass through, so the oil that was coming up was just getting pushed out instead of around. So we'll put it flush with this face, and that should fix that problem. because this distance is the same, about the same as that distance. So, really annoying lesson to learn, but we learned that lesson. Well, now that we know at least what the problem is, we can go from there. I'm going to call it. I got to work in the morning, so I need to go to bed. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Take it easy. Peace.